Well, you remember about 3 weeks back I said that I likely could potentially have a form of cancer?
Many people are accusing Boogie of lying about his cancer diagnosis.
Boogie has basically been caught lying about having cancer, okay?
Despite being offered a total of $80,000 to prove everyone wrong if he could show his diagnosis to a private third party, he refused to do so.
It's actually unbelievable how he continues to find new, deplorable ways to sink deeper into degeneracy and dig himself even deeper holes.
I'm never showing any of these motherfuckers my medical papers. Go f yourself. I said that 2 years ago, and I'm staying by it now. Destiny Jackson Clark, Team Star, you can see it when I fucking die. It's my fucking goddamn medical record. I've given you every goddamn phone call. I've given you every fucking text. I've given you...
Boogie was once a beloved creator on this site, an OG on YouTube that a lot of people used to look up to, but over the past couple of years on the internet, Boogie's reputation is just slowly deteriorating in front of him. And it's for a lot of reasons, really. I mean, just to name a couple of examples, there's obviously that video of him shooting a gun at his house to Frank Hassel. There's the fact that apparently he spent a lot of money on hookers.
And you get, baby.
Which is just insane, by the way, when you think about the fact that he is constantly in need of money and constantly begs for it. And of course, he is always playing the victim on the internet. More recently, however, there was a big crypto scam with this Faddy coin. Like, who is buying this ever? But even more recently, there's been a massive drama with him apparently faking to have cancer, which is just absolutely insane. Like, why? Like, how many times do you have to mess up on the internet to realise this probably isn't the good direction to go? Like, he seems to be on this endless journey down a rabbit hole that he's never going to climb back out of. But I'm basically just going to go through a couple of points on the live stream with Destiny, basically just exposing this whole lie, or at the very least bringing attention to a couple of things wrong with the things he's saying, because there are so many inconsistencies with a lot of the things that he says, and I basically just want to give my opinion on it, because it's so stupid.
Boogie2988, you are being confronted tonight.
Go ahead.
I am 99% sure that you are faking.
No, don't move.
You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
Okay, let's hear that.
Let's hear that.
In a situation like this, when a normal person would talk about their cancer diagnosis, not a lot of people would really find it funny or crack a smile, but you can just tell everyone in this call is not having any of it. Like, because of Boogie's track record of lying so much on the internet, everybody is already expecting him to be exposed before any evidence has even been presented. Like, that is just insane.
2 years ago, you said that you had a cancer diagnosis, but now you just said now they're doing a biopsy to check for cancer.
Confirmation.
Is this house MD? Are we treating a blood cancer without actually confirming it yet? For 2 years, you've been having a cancer treatment without confirming there's actually cancer there?
I think this is a very good point, because if you haven't been confirmed to have cancer, why would you be needing or receiving treatment for cancer? Like, I'm not a medical professional at all, not even in the slightest, but if you don't have cancer, I don't think you'd be receiving cancer treatment. I just don't get that. Like I said at the start, a lot of this is just Destiny pulling up inconsistencies with the arguments he's making, but the part that I really wanted to get into in this video is the part that I'm sure everybody else was just as interested to hear, and that's the part where he's asked to pull up his medical records, which would be indefinite proof he actually has cancer, and he's not lying.
Why is it
What are your medical papers, dude? I'm never showing any of these motherfuckers my medical papers. Go f yourself. I said that 2 years ago, and I'm staying by it now. Destiny Jackson Clark, Team Star, you can see it when I fucking die. It's my fucking goddamn medical record. I've given you every goddamn phone call. I've given you every fucking text. I've given you. It's never made a single goddamn thing better. I'm not gonna fucking do it. Go f yourselves.
You could easily end this right now by just showing
I would rather you motherfuckers continue to LARP. I would rather you motherfuckers continue to LARP than to have the last goddamn thing. The last goddamn thing.
You're the one who accused of LARPing.
Security I have in the fucking world.
Boogie has never cared about privacy in the past. He has gone so far as to exploit his own girlfriend for money. He has made an OnlyFans, or was planning to, as far as I'm aware. he is literally undressed on a live stream. Like, this man does not care about privacy, and the absolute bullshit he is spewing out of his mouth is clear to everybody. And the stupidest part about this argument of trying to protect his last piece of security or whatever is that he's already publicly disclosed that he has cancer, so nothing about proving it with a medical record would even compromise his privacy any more than he already has. It's just a bullshit way of trying to get out of it. This is a man who has crawled on the floor for Keemstar. This is not compromising any privacy. It's just a stupid argument.
This is the one last thing I left. You motherfuckers were in my marriage. You guys were in everything else. You're in every aspect of my life. Let me have one goddamn thing.
Nobody has ruined Boogie's life more than he has ruined his own, on his own accord. I cover quite a lot of people on this channel and a lot of things that people do wrong on the internet, and something that never ceases to amaze me are these content creators that have millions of subscribers and this loyal fan base and earn so much money off of content creation. These people have literal dream jobs and they're willing to throw it away for drama or a stupid mistake and just completely compromise such an amazing opportunity. Like, my channel has grown so much in such a small time and I am so grateful for that, and this is something that I just don't see with these YouTubers. They gain popularity and fame and somehow it just consumes them. I will never understand this mindset, and this relates to Boogie because he has such a loyal fan base, or at least did before all of this drama kicked off, and he's thrown it all away for his own selfish gain. Like, as far as I'm aware, on the Lolcow podcast with Keemstar, he was earning about 50 grand a year just for doing like 2 hours of recording a week. And you can correct me on that if I'm wrong, but that's just as far as I'm aware. But this type of thing is a literal dream job for millions, and it always surprises me to see people throwing it away. It's amazing.
And you won't prove it?
No.
You won't prove it?
I'd rather you go ahead and print it.
If this is true, and you lied about cancer, this is the biggest scandal on the fucking internet.
It's not, but go ahead and print it anyway.
God, this is so chaotic at this point. Like, you've got Keemstar jumping in on it, saying that it's going to be the biggest scandal on the internet. Meanwhile, he's had the biggest scandals on the internet.
If Boogie can confirm, that he has polycythemia vera, and he actually has like a doctor confirmation of the blood cancer, I'll throw $5,000 towards his medical treatment. I'll make that personal pledge right now.
Hey, you need the money.
You're not seeing my medical records for 20, not for 50. You're not seeing my medical records.
$5,000.
I just want people to remember in the future then, when Boogie says, I have to do XYZ scam to raise money because my medical bills are hurting so much, he can speak publicly about his medical issues to scam his fans to raise money, but he can't take $5,000 to privately confirm a diagnosis that he already publicly said he has. Doesn't make any sense, but
even I have a fucking limit.
Once again, this is a man who has got down on his hands and knees for Keemstar, scammed his fans for thousands of dollars, and this is his limit? What? Like, this just doesn't make any sense. It's just a cover-up at the end of the day, isn't it? Like, it's not real. Like, I'm not a psychologist, but analysing Boogie's character, he would undoubtedly give up the medical records for that money. He is shown to do the most embarrassing things, like I said, for money, and you won't just give up a piece of paper proving that you actually have cancer. Not only would you be making money, you would be literally clearing your name on the internet. Like, you're not defending anything here, you're shooting yourself in the foot if you actually have it. So a quick update. Last night I spent almost 3 hours watching this live stream from Lolcow Live, and it was basically about Boogie coming back to answer the questions everybody was wondering about, and to hopefully finally see his medical papers. Instead, I basically watched 3 hours of 3 grown men screaming at another man and talking over each other, until it basically got to the point where Keemstar decided to make a poll and basically ask the fans if he should fire Boogie if he doesn't show him the papers. And then of course, after that, they managed to get this out of Boogie.
Chill out.
I don't want to, guys, I don't want to share my medical records. I don't want to fucking do this.
We gotta just bring the temperature down a little bit.
So if it costs me the fucking show, it costs me the fucking show. That's it. That's it. If it costs me the fucking show, it costs me the fucking show. And it'll end up costing me everything. And it's fine.
A few moments later.
Polycythemia vera is not on there.
Like I said, I still need to get the verifying test. I told you this.
So
right, we know this. We know that everybody.
It's fine, Boogie. Just admit it's not on the portal.
It's not on there. I told you this. I have to do the verifying test.
And you don't have polycythemia vera on the. You don't have it on the portal.
He doesn't have it on the portal. He
Are you
tries.
serious right now, bro?
There are
It's
other
not
things
on the
that are
portal.
not on the portal.
Like,
that
are you
we've
serious
talked
right
about.
now?
And to play this off, like, the whole time he wasn't making it out like it was on there, like he didn't say multiple times that it was on there, is just ridiculous. It's... honestly. And then of course after, he made a lengthy tweet explaining it, apologising, and one part that really got to me is the part where he says, "I was panicked when my doctor told me I had cancer 2 years ago, and when I was in a vulnerable state I shared that long before I should have. It was a stupid thing to do, and I should never have jumped the gun like that." But then there's this part from the podcast where he completely contradicts this whole sentence.
Can I ask Boogie, is it possible that you just jumped the gun on releasing your diagnosis thing?
No.
He's also said that this is going to be a private matter now, but I'm pretty sure everybody wants to see the test results when he goes back and verifies if he has it, because nothing's really verified other than the fact that he lied about having the cancer on the medical records, so... yeah, and I think that's a pretty good place to conclude the video. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm always interested to hear your opinions. I honestly, this situation is just so stupid, and the endless rabbit hole that Boogie falls down is just unreal. But yeah, that pretty much does conclude the video, so like I said, tell me your opinions in the comments below if you want to. And before I end the video off, I just want to thank you so much for the continued support on this channel. It's honestly insane. I don't want to like sit here and like start like, oh, the growth is amazing, thank you guys so much, because it just seems fake, but honestly it is amazing and I am thankful, so thank you so much. I'm so shit at this. Honestly, I promise I am very thankful. I'm just terrible at showing it, so thank you so much, and yeah.